What is up, legends? We are back and we are here in reverse 1999. So here we are, account level 20, and I can honestly tell you guys that account level 20 is where the game officially tells you, okay, now you gotta work hard once you get to this point. And I'm gonna talk to you about two traps that are in the game right now that people didn't know, that I had to kind of like explain to people. I had to explain to a few people in Discord. I had to explain to some people in the comment section because people were frustrated. So, I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any stamina. Like, what's going on? And there's two big traps in this game. And the very first trap is you really should use a 4-star, a 5-star, and a 6-star as your team build. Doesn't matter what it is or who it is, whatever else like this. And I'm going to explain why. You see my progression right now, and I'm just going to let you guys see, because I had somebody who was like, there ain't no way you moving this fast. You definitely pay. Like I don't play gacha for the past 10 years. Like 10 years, a decade, yo. If I can't like play gacha efficiently at this point, then there's no point for me to actually be here. It doesn't matter the gacha. It's just you can play gacha efficiently without having to actually spend. If you just know what the, as you guys can see, your boy ain't spent nothing. Like, it's a free to play account. I just know what the traps are. Every gacha game has a trap that is designed to make you waste money or waste stamina, which will make you waste money. Oh my god, stop talking, Eternity, right now. She's still talking. But yeah, so what I would strongly suggest is what I initially did right here. I went with Eternity, I went with Apple, and then with DK. And the reason why is, let's use Lilia as an example.
Don't be in and out. You're bugging.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is, let's say that you got lucky and got 3 6 stars. The problem is you're going to have to incite all 3 of those 6 stars and build them, and that actually is costly. So I now have to, that means that in the least now I'm going to have to use 100 and 22 per. So at the least I'm gonna have to use 110 stamina for this if I don't have any scroll containers. Obviously I do, because I'm ahead in content. That's 110 stamina right now for that. You can find these out in the world too, these spells of fortune, or you can get them in the shop. It depends on how you go about it, but you can get boxes for that too. And then you have the same thing over here for this. Now the problem is that, okay, say I use those boxes, now what do I do for the next 2 characters? This is costly, and it's going to slow you down and take stamina away from what you can actually use on other things, because there's multiple things that you need to actually build. You have to worry about your side cubes, because side cubes actually need to be engraved and built up. And obviously when you have gold ones, like I have 2 gold ones that cost more, and they also need to be limit broken. They also have dupes that you can put on them as well. And then you also have your resonate right here, which I need to actually load idea. There we go. Which you also have to actually worry about. This also is stuff that you need to go out and actually farm. It's fixed, but again, all of this is not infinite. It's not infinite right now. Like, your stamina isn't infinite. Like, and you don't have unlimited. Like, you have a good deal of stamina that you can get places that you need to go, which is how I got to this ranking right now. But if you want the path of least resistance in your rerolls, what you want to do is you want to pick one. Even if you get multiple 6 stars, you want to pick one who's your carry. You want to pick a 5 to support it, and you want to pick a 4 that is going to also support that 6 star. And that means that when you actually go into, like, insight, it's going to be cheaper, which means you need less resources. Make sure that they're actually useful and stuff like that. And same thing with the 5. The 5 is actually cheaper too. That's how I got to this point right now, because I learned that lesson in China basically trying to build 3 6-stars will slow you down and make you actually hit a wall a whole lot faster than you need to. Like it'll like basically have you chilling in the back somewhere, like in chapter 2, waiting 2 or 3 days to get the resources to build those characters so they can actually take on things when you can just be damn near done with half the content in the game if you really wanted to freely. And further ahead and having more fun because you can engage in more things because your team is more built up faster and you can just take on more content a whole lot sooner. And then, you know, that's just the way that it is. It's just a knowledge check at the end of the day. And it's actually a trap. It's a trap trying to use as a casual to free to play. You will just slow yourself down. Basically, it's cute and fun and all of that. And I do have 2 6-stars, and the other one is just I'm bringing that character along slowly. Now, here's the kicker in all of this. I'm gonna talk about the other trap in a second. Once you get, let me see, this is artificial. Once you get to a certain tier, and this, now you see I've done all of these right now. Once you get to special training B, what ends up happening is that when you beat a stage, it locks out the team that you just used. So you now have to use other characters for the following stage. And then when you beat that stage, then the characters from the previous stage will wake up. And it rotates like that. So you're going to need 2 teams basically for this right now. Obviously, I don't have that right now because it's too soon. It's not even the second day yet. I'm not gonna have a second team built for that right now. But the reason why that happened to me is because I'm progressing too fast. Basically because I already know the gaming loop. And that this is the point right now where the game says, oh, you think you slick. Basically, and it starts to shut you down at this point. Like, you're moving too fast there, sir. You're gonna have to cut it out. Can't just beat the whole game in 2 days. So that's kind of like where the game has me right now, as far as, you know, kind of like slowing me down. Now, you don't have to do it that way. It'll take you 2 to 3 days longer in progression to do whatever else. Like, you know, that's fine if that's what you want to do. If you have like 6 stars that you really like that you want to go through. But I kind of like to play more efficiently, where I can just, you know, just have some fun and take on content and see what I need to see and then go about my business. It's just how I do. Second trap. The second trap is part of what the first trap is. And essentially what happens is when you go to need to farm any of these things, the problem with these is that they're all locked into things that have really low drop rate. So again, going back to what the first trap is when you need the insight, all of these characters is it's just gonna cost you a substantially big number of things. So what you want to do is you just want to start with just one character and start worrying about your wilderness, which we're gonna talk about next. Because go in and farm all of this stuff is crazy. And better yet, I'll give you a better example because that's the high tier. We'll go back to Lilia.
Don't be in and out. You're bugging me.
These like items, like whenever you see these things, do not do it. When you see this possible, this might as well be. It might as well change this word to trap. Absolutely not. Don't farm these things. Like, if you're doing stages naturally and stuff like this going through on your progression, just do it naturally. You want it done and get out. Do not go up in there trying to farm for this, because you will be very sad. You will get them gacha rates and be really pissed off. Trust me. This is something that we figured out in China, that you do not do this, because it is 100% the major stamina trap. And I had to explain this to a few people today, and who were kind of doing the same thing I was doing, but they didn't know about this, and they actually restarted because of that, because you waste so much stamina trying to go in and do these individual things by trying to get them through stages. Just don't do that. So you're gonna be like, okay, so what do I do to actually get them? Here's where concentrating on the 4 and 5 come in at the 4, 5, 6, basically. That's what I guess I'll call it, the 4, 5, 6, just for short. Concentrate on the 4, 5, 6. They're gonna give you these items, which is these caskets. And when you concentrate on these with just like your original 3 of the 4, 5, 6, you get enough resources to actually, between you doing stages and this mission over here, all of this right here, you get enough resources if you go back, like see these boxes right here, and this is some limit break stuff right here, and this is the limit break items right here, including the things that you get over here as well, which also is some currency and limit breaks. The game will provide it for you. Modestly, it actually gives you enough for a 4, a 5, and a 6. Believe it or not, they actually give you the items for that without you having to farm that hard for it. What ends up happening is people don't know that, and then they go beyond that and try to make like 5, 5, 5 or 6, 6, 6, and now you're at the mercy of the game's RNG at that point, and it's just not going to work out in your favor that way. Casual to free to play. Now I'm not talking about people who are spending like some big bucks or something like that. Not, I guess I would say like 300, 400, 500, something like that. You guys, it doesn't matter. You just spend and it doesn't, like it, none of this matters to you. I'm talking about the casual, the free to play, which is like the 80% of the game right now, who's the light spenders, and this is going to matter to them because it literally slows your progression down. Or you can even brick your account if you didn't know that, and decide to use all of your stamina on farming for those particular items, because now you don't have anything for your cubes, you don't have anything for other stuff, you don't have anything for if you need gold to farm for gold, you don't have anything to get EXP. If you just want to EXP and level up your characters, you're using it all on that. And it's literally the worst farm in the game to do because it has like maybe a 10 to 15% rate on those items actually dropping. So you can do 10 and get 1. That's a legit thing that could actually happen. So please don't do that. Like I legit had at least 4 people, 2 friends and 2 people I don't even know who I was like talking with, all start over because they did that. And I was like, damn. I wanted to get this video out on Friday, but I ended up busy. So it's going to be the first thing that you guys see Saturday morning, because I don't want more people to end up with that and then like feel that they have to start over, because now we're going to be like 2 or 3 days in now, so I don't want that. So hopefully if you are doing that, I could stop you from actually doing that. So the other thing that we'll get to, which is the last thing for the day, is the wilderness, and I'm going to show you the power of wilderness.
You're bugging me.
So you see that we have all these items right here, and you notice right here it says craft in the wilderness. This, you can't really do that. This is stuck. But thankfully it has this wording. This wording right here is good. So we changed this wording, fixed to good. Good means that you know what you're going to get. It's automatically going to be this. You just have to go in there and actually do this, depending on how high a stage that you can actually do. So any of the limit break scrolls that you actually can get, make sure that you go to the highest level that you can possibly do, and then take that fight on, and then do that. I could probably do SL5 right now, probably too, which may drop 3, which will be really good. And then you can just hit the rando, not the rando, hit the auto, and then let it do that, and then you have your drops and stuff like this. So you can do SL5 now, do SL5, and then I think it's going to drop 3. Which is really good, which means that you only have to spend like 3 fights on it, which is still going to be like 80 stamina. So just keep that in mind. That's a lot. But you have the warehouse scrolls. So you see, I have these warehouse scrolls right here again. So when I actually need to insight, I literally can just do the whole insight. And you see, I have enough now to literally insight another 6-star. And then the same thing over here. I got 3 over here. I have enough for 3 of these, and then I can get the other in the wilderness. So let's talk about the wilderness. So over here, what ends up happening is you have the formulas, and what the formulas do is they take the items that normally drop in the dungeons and turn them into the rare items that are literally like between 5 to 10% drop rate. That you don't do, everything here that you're looking at right here, don't go and farm it. Just do it here, because you get these items fixed on the right hand side right here, or at a higher rate, and then you can turn around and use them and turn them into the rare drop stuff. That's where you get it from. I wouldn't do anywhere else besides this. And you get all these items by happenstance, basically by you just doing normal progression. You get all this stuff. If you need to go to any particular area, like you see where it says common, that means it's dropping. Or even right here, this one fixed, that means that it's 100% going to drop in fixed. When you see possible, get the hell out of here with possible. You want fixed, you want common. You don't want possible, and the hell with that. Don't do that. Like, and that's how you get the better items like quickly, like with that clawed pendulum. So like I need that type of stuff. So what I would do is I would go in like anything that I can find right here. What is this? All this is possible right here. So this is going to be problematic right here. It just is. It's just the way that we're gonna go ahead with that one right there. Like the slow of this is just always a pain in the butt. But notice that you have it down here. What you can do is you head over to here and you see fixed right here. This green orange stage right here. This is a hard stage right here, which you should have already. If you're looking at this, you already have knocked this out. You know, you can just go in here, get like 3 or 4 of them. Turn it into Solidus right here real quick. Doesn't cost much currency. This drops relatively quick too. Common, and you see fixed as well. Then you head up over to here because you saw that. That's what we needed right there. And then we would just be able to just go in here. And you do the same thing with the rough silver. This is common, so you can just, farm that normally. Or if you want to, you can do the same thing down here with the rough silver. It is extremely good. So as far as the wilderness itself, what you essentially want to do is build to the best of your ability and start getting all of these things out. And the more that you build out, the more resources that you get. So I'm in the land right here. Let me put this out. I don't know why I didn't just put this up right here. And now Land of Newborn is done. So what you can do is you can go into the shop as well after you get enough resources, and you need to move over. I saw this was a question that somebody asked, like they're out of parts to lay down. What you have to do is when you see that this is empty, you click on it and then you go into here, and then you can find all the stuff that you had. So let's go to Ancient Relics. So you see we have all of these right here. And everything that you put out builds up your resources up here that you get. All right, so let's put this down. Yeah, I got 17 to actually put out here. And what you always want to do is see the resource output right there. That's really useful. You want to make sure and be on top of this like immediately, and make sure that also that you're also looking in the shop when you get enough resources. This gets to the next thing. Actually, leveling and upgrading this area works the same way as well. Let me do this real quick. You also get achievements for putting certain things on the map. You see I have these rivers right here. These rivers are all part of the achievement. I need a piece right here to connect this. I just don't have that right now, so kind of like is what it is right here. All right, so now it's out. We need 4 more pieces right now. So this is done. Black Art Cluster, Harvest Field. What about Forgotten Plains? Oh, there's some more of the stuff right there. All right, so where can I connect this now? I don't think I can. I need a... Oh, this might connect. Damn. All right, so let's leave that. I would need another connector piece for this, and then that would work. But now this is not connected. This looks strange now. All right, well, the rock's covering it. I'm good. What happened to the sound? Why does the sound do that? That's unfortunate. They got mad at me. I want to make sure I keep the water theme. Oh, go back. Yeah, you can do that. All right, the water's back. Also, when you get the water things over here, like put them in the same area, because you're gonna get items that you can, like, you see, like I have this boat item like over here. It's weird, there's water on top of water, but whatever, it works. Gives you the achievement for it, so I'm not complaining. Can I make this work? Then I would have to, that actually might work. I'll go back. Yeah, that actually might work. So you see, I need to actually level on the paleo hall. So we're at 100 right now. So I have max potential on all of my stuff. So I have all of this, and this is just me having to do stage of 421, and that's where I'm like locked out right now. I just stopped because I don't have stamina right now for anything. So there's, well, I have stamina now, but I had stopped before earlier in the day when I had 0. And you see I'm at 411 right now. I need to get 421. I definitely could do that, but just not today. I'm just going to wait until tomorrow. Or I'm just watching this to see how long it takes to actually get to be in. It moves at an okay pace to get to like 180. But that's where we're at right now. I hope this, wasn't too wordy for you guys. Just kind of like wanted to go through this and be very transparent where I'm at right now, because like I said, I believe I said earlier in the videos, somebody was like confused, like, there's no way you're moving that fast, you got to be paying. Like, you know, sir, like if you know the gaming loot, you fine. All right, so let's see what's tomorrow, because I'm probably going to be done for today right now. Tomorrow, what's this? Oh, this is insight stuff. Okay. And the summon, I need to finish after class lessons too. But that's where we're at right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head in and see if we can get Sotheby. Eesh. And no, another baby blue. No Sotheby. I do, if I wish one thing, wish that the game had a pity. That's the one thing I do wish. But struck out, so it's what it is. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys in this video. Yeah, we're done for the day. See you guys soon. Peace, and catch you guys later.